Yeah, we're good.
Why are you recording inside the prison?
Because we're making a video
Not
about the
inside
private
the prison.
prison.
You're not allowed
Yeah,
to.
why not?
You're not allowed to.
Why not?
Please step outside.
I know you're not going to touch me.
Please step outside.
No, we're good.
No, step outside. Let's have a conversation outside.
No, let's have a conversation right here.
Back to the HMP, even though we're
It is a HMP.
So we're asking you now.
Wait, hold on. Is it HMP or not?
We're asking you now.
Is this Crown property or private property?
It's Crown property.
Okay then. So it's not private. Sorry, you messed up. No, you just messed up.
So I'm not
What's the truth? The fact that I could be nicked for a Section 5 for filming?
You could,
Okay.
potentially. I'm not saying you will.
I'd love to see you do it.
Okay, I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the balls to do it.
I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the minerals to do it.
Okay.
It started as something calm and ordinary, just a camera, a few questions, and nothing about the moment looked dangerous at all. Then authority stepped in, the tone changed, and a routine interaction turned into a tense standoff over power, property, and who actually understood the law. So how did something this minor escalate into a confrontation bold enough to leave an officer being challenged right to his face? This isn't stock footage. What you're watching is real life, recorded by koleeberks. Every moment you see actually happened. The complete, unedited source video is linked in the description because transparency here isn't optional, it's a responsibility.
Alright, yes then, the people. This is HMP Bronzefield, ran by Sodexo, a private company similar to G4S. Private prisons, prison for profit. That means when your kids go jail, people are making bread off it. So yeah, keep breeding environments, or keep environments that breed crime. So people can go to prison, you can get paid off it, you can make a little change off people going to prison. Madness, right? It's like why you see all the betting shops in regressive areas and never in the rich areas. You ever seen any betting shops in rich areas? I sure as hell ain't. It's a system that's carefully designed. I think
A prison run for profit, and before anyone says that's just politics, listen to how naturally the concern appears. Some systems don't need a conspiracy when the incentive already does the work.
Oh, let's keep going. Oh. I'll pick it back up when we get closer. But anyway, back to the whole kind of argument about like private prisons and that. Obviously, for any private company, there's a profit incentive, right? That's the whole point of corporations and private companies. There's a profit incentive, so they need to have a turnover. They need to make a profit. So if the incentive is to save money and generate revenue, then obviously prisoner well-being and welfare isn't actually going to be compromised at the expense of these lot making money. So Sodexo, yeah, don't forget.
That's the part people struggle to answer. If a prison has to make money, where exactly does humanity sit on the balance sheet? Usually somewhere after efficiency.
So Richard, get in there, bro. You're actually leaving me on my own, like, he's not going to get hands on or something.
Hiya.
Hello?
You both okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Why are you recording inside the prison?
Because we're making a video
Not
about the
inside
private
the prison.
prison.
You're not allowed
Yeah,
to.
why not?
You're not allowed to.
Why not?
Please step outside.
I know you're not going to touch me.
Please step outside.
No, we're good.
No, step outside. Let's have a conversation outside.
No, let's have a conversation right here.
No, let's have a conversation outside.
No.
Why do you need to make a...
Because we want to. We're interested in private prisons.
But you know you're not allowed to be in here now. You're on private property. So I'm asking you now to leave.
This is private property, is it?
Yes, it is. So we're asking you now to leave.
It's a private prison, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not a HMP.
It is.
And there it is. The moment a public-facing explanation disappears, and the instinct to control the camera takes over. They're not shocked by the question. They're irritated that it's being asked out loud.
Actually HMP, even though we're by...
It is a HMP.
So we're asking you now...
Wait, hold on. Is it HMP or not?
We're asking you now...
Is this Crown property or private property?
It's Crown property.
Okay then. So it's not private. Sorry, you messed up. No, you just messed up.
So
If it was private property, I would have left.
We're still asking you to leave.
Okay, still refusing.
Okay, no worries. Call the police.
There's no need for that, really.
We've asked you to leave, you're refusing to leave, so yes, we will call the police.
So what, are we committing an offence?
You're not supposed to be in here or recording.
That little contradiction matters, because the tone changes the second the language stops working. First it's certainty, then it's confusion, then it's call the police.
Mother who was found unresponsive in Select HMP Bronzefield died of natural causes, inquest tears. Serena Nicole, a mother of two and a grandmother that died at HMP Bronzefield in Ashford in 2018. The sister of a woman who had mental health issues died days after being remanded into custody at Surrey Prison. Feels she did not have the appropriate level of care before her death. Teresa's family has spoken out following the inquest of her death of her sister. Serena Nicole says she will continue to fight on behalf of her beliefs that she feels let her down. However, due to Serena's sudden cardiac arrest and chronic health problems, coroner and Crawford said it's more likely that she would not have died in. It's more likely than not she would have died in any event. The 52-year-old died of natural causes. Serena, mother of two and a grandmother, was remanded into custody at HMP Bronzefield, a purpose-built facility for women in Ashford. Oh yeah, shit, it's a women's prison.
Yeah.
Aged 3 days before she died.
This is where the story gets heavier than an argument at a front desk. Once a name enters it, once a real death enters it, the whole atmosphere changes. Now the camera isn't just unwelcome, it's inconvenient.
Save money. At the end of the day, they got shareholders that they have to answer to. Like, the same shareholders want to make sure that they're flipping their money, making a profit. But yeah, making profits at the expense of people being in prison, that's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. Sounds like kind of like some cheap slave labor to me. 50k per year per inmate. At least, I'd imagine. At least. Sodexo subcontracting. I don't know, this is the first, private.
That's the ugly thought underneath all of this. When confinement becomes a contract, suffering starts looking like overhead, and care starts looking expensive.
Right, guys.
Could you let me know before you start recording me, please?
We're being recorded.
Thank you. How can we help you?
Well, we've been called here to you guys, filming around sensitive areas of the prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Where have you been doing, what you've been doing?
Went in there, filmed around, filmed here, filming now. Could you identify yourself,
What are you
please?
filming? My name's Peter Patoli from Surrey Police.
Thanks. What station are you based at?
Slains.
Thank you. And you, sir? I've actually gone.
Right, what are you filming for?
Because what I would like to, I want to.
That's fine, but
Okay.
what are you filming for?
I don't really need to have a reason.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Why
trying to
are
be
you being
rude.
confrontational with
I'm
me?
not. I don't have to answer your questions though.
I'm asking you. We've been called
Okay.
here.
Well, I don't really feel like you should have attended.
So you think this is a waste of police
I
time,
believe so.
really?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What are your plans for the day? Where are you going?
Police arrive, but nothing has really become clearer. It feels less like public safety and more like bureaucracy protecting itself from embarrassment.
Be
Potentially.
considered intimidation, so I need to find out what's been
Okay.
going on.
Right, let's go and
That's
find
my
out.
job.
So, in order for a section 5, I would need to use threatening, abusive language in a public place.
It can be words or behaviour.
Words
if
or
your
behaviour.
behaviour is intimidating and distressing the staff here, it could be considered a section 5.
So you're trying to tell me that filming in a is that a private area in there or a public area?
Filming is one thing, but if you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like you're
Okay.
trying to antagonise me,
So are you? I'm committing a section 5 at the
not
moment.
right now,
I could
not with
potentially.
me.
So if I
But
swore
I'm
at
not
you, would that be a
distressed
section
by you.
5?
If you swore at me,
Yeah.
yes it would. We're in a
No, it
public
wouldn't
place.
actually.
You
No,
would-
police cannot be subject to section 5
police
public
can be
order.
subject
No,
to
there's actually a
section
case
5.
law precedent,
No.
the Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, okay.
You can't feel harassed alarm.
Notice how fast ordinary filming gets stretched into something sinister. Vague language is useful that way. It can be widened until almost anything fits inside it.
I'll tell you now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But
If
your
I
job,
decide
your
not
job,
to,
would, your
that's-
job,
if
your
I
job
decide not
constitutes
to,
that.
That's fine, but
So you're telling me if
feel
I swear now,
distressed,
I'll be nicked for section 5.
You could be.
So if I told you F off, I'll be nicked.
You could be, yes.
I couldn't
And
be.
lawfully you could be arrested, yes you could.
I don't believe so. I don't feel like
Okay,
police
you
can.
can-
No,
you
if there were,
can disagree
if there were
with
other
me,
members of
you
the
can
public in the
disagree with
material
You can disagree
basis,
with me, but that's the law. Okay?
I'm not going to test you. I was just curious to hear your reasoning. But
You-
police can't be victims of section
What
5s.
are your plans for the day, lads?
To teach you, to educate you on section 5.
To go home? Are you local? Where's home?
Home is where the heart.
And this is why these exchanges matter. Calm. Specific law against bluff, assumption, and pressure. The confidence starts to drain once the script is no longer one-sided.
Be in play,
Okay,
and you
alright.
said a section
I'm not gonna
5.
get into that conversation.
No, you're talking
No,
nonsense.
I'm not.
I want you to retract what you said.
I'm not retracting anything I've said because it's the truth. So I'm not.
What's the truth? The fact that I could be nicked for a section 5 for
Yes,
filming.
you could,
Okay.
potentially. I'm not saying you will.
I'd love to see you do it.
Okay, I'm sure you.
I don't
would.
think you got the balls to do it.
I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the minerals to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's find out if you committed any offences or not, shall we?
No, we will find out, don't worry.
How have you got here, guys? With on foot or in car?
Cycle.
Yeah, we're just with them now.
Cycled. Right. Where have you put your bike?
Don't be nosy.
I can be nosy. I'm asking questions.
No, it's none of your business.
Well, it possibly is my business, depending on what's going on here.
This is the point where politeness gives way to disbelief. Not outrage, not theatrics. Just that very human reaction when authority keeps talking long after its argument has already fallen apart.
Miss, the people that you're looking for are in the reception. We can go there together if you like. And we can investigate it.
No, sir, there's no need for that.
Why not?
I'm speaking to my sergeant, not to them.
Is that your sergeant there?
No.
Okay, well, the alleged victims of the Section 5 that you mentioned
Yes, I know.
are in there.
I know.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So you don't wish to investigate this alleged offence?
I am investigating this alleged offence.
But the victims are in there?
I know, we have phone numbers.
Okay. Don't wish to go in there? I mean, we can go in there, I can give my account, they can give their account. And then we can see if there are any Section 5s or not.
Oh, yes.
Furthermore, they said that was a private place.
A real complaint should survive a real examination. But suddenly nobody seems eager to walk inside, speak plainly, and test the allegation properly. That hesitation says plenty.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your plans then?
Stay here, film a bit longer. Try not to commit any Section 5s. And then go home.
Okay. All right.
Keeping it legal, man, yeah.
All right, okie dokie.
Alright, thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't let us get called back, mate.
Yeah, don't make empty threats of Section 5s again. Learn the legislation, and you can, and I can swear at you, by the way. Yeah, I can. Check out DPP vs Harvey 2011. There's a case law precedent. Yeah. Dismissed. Yeah. Again, I'm not just gonna start swearing at them to prove that I can do it because they don't know the law. It's pointless, but.
And that's the ending in miniature. Big threats, soft landing. The law was mentioned early as a weapon, and then abandoned the moment it had to stand on its own.